There is a legend whispered in shadows of a sorceress who walks the path to hell itself, driven by a desperate vow to free the cursed souls of her people. Souls wrongfully damned by a pact her father, a once noble king, made in his folly with the deceivers of the abyss. Now, in the haunted depths of a twisted forest, where the trees whisper warnings and unseen eyes linger in the mist, she begins her descent. Each step she takes is heavy with purpose, her heart steeled against the horrors to come. For beyond the veil of the living lies a darkness that hungers to devour the light she carries.
Disturb my slumber.
Great Guardian, I'm just seeking answers. I come with no ill intent.
Your presence carries the scent of desperation. Why have you come to this forsaken place?
I seek passage to the gates of hell. I heard you are the only to know the incantation I need.
You awaken me from centuries of silence to tread a path few dare to face. Do you understand the weight of what you ask?
I do. This journey is not for glory, but to reclaim what was taken, what was stolen.
The gates you seek are bound by words older than the stars. Each syllable will tether you closer to the void. Are you prepared to bear this burden?
I am prepared to sacrifice all, if it means undoing the curse that plagues my people and try to save their souls.
Vetar, Anori, Sulas, Kret. The path you choose is one of pain and shadow. May you find what you seek before you lose what you are.
Through the desolate expanse of the mountains of the damned, where the air reeks of decay and jagged peaks pierce a lifeless sky, she pressed onward. Beneath this grim landscape lies the cursed catacombs, ancient and forgotten, the only path to the gates of hell. Through the shadowed depths of the catacombs, where despair clung to the air like a whisper, she pressed forward with unshaken resolve. The trials that rose against her fell with ease, undone by the sheer force of her determination and the untamed power coursing through her.
Vetar, Anore, Sulas, Kret.
She descended into the infernal depths, where rivers of molten fire cut through a nightmarish wasteland of blood, flesh, and bones. Each skull scattered across the jagged terrain bore the silent scream of a soul trapped in eternal torment, their agony woven into the very fabric of hell itself.
I promise, I will free you all. I swear it. Free you from this torment. I will not fail. I will not fail.
Raltun vek armora drezak, Kurzul thrakna raza. Dravothar kazul narak.
Zekval Narathar! Tower of Andron! Baldur Tharin Kalior!
Narak vek arkarzul.
As the Dark Lord's creatures captured her journey was far from over, and her fight had only just begun.
Every attempt to alter the natural course of fate demands its due. Your father knew this, though desperation blinded him to the weight of his bargain. Now you carry the weight of his folly. And for what? Redemption? Salvation? Each step you take, each spell you cast, only tightens the web of consequences around you. Nothing is given freely, sorceress. There is always a cost.
No shadow can dim the light of my will.
The sorceress moved cautiously through the grotesque labyrinth. Agonized souls fused into the very fabric of the environment, their twisted forms reaching out in silent torment. Each step carried her deeper into this living nightmare.
Ba ba ba, goo, buaka.
No, I am not here to admire your charming personality. Move on.
Goo, goo, da wa, ba ba.
What brings me here? Well, let's just say your master and I have unfinished business.
Boo, ba boo, goo, ba wa.
The underfloor of hell, you say? Okay. Looks just as cozy as I imagined.
What?
So, there is dangerous enemies guarding the exit, eh? Well, that's good to know. No, even if I kiss you, you won't become a charming prince. Sorry.
As the sorceress ventured deeper into this strange underworld, the air grew heavier with sorrow. Yet, she moved with unwavering grace, her magic brushing against the grotesque forms as she whispered ancient words, freeing their bound spirits. The monstrous shapes she encountered, towering and deformed, melted into dust as her magic touched them, putting their eternal torment to sleep. The The sorceress strides forward, her crimson eyes fixed on the looming fortress ahead, its jagged spires piercing the storm-laden sky. Shadows twist at her feet as the path to the Dark Lord's throne calls her toward the final reckoning.
So scared to look at your true self. This is who you are. This is who you have always been, sorceress. You're not me. I am nothing like you. Denial won't save you. Deep down, you crave power, and you've embraced it, haven't you? No! My power is my choice, not yours.
Choice? You don't control it. It controls you. Soon you'll see. Your strength was always born from darkness.
Enough!
Her chest tightens. A vision of memories unfold in front of her. They are too beautiful, too perfect, and they carve through her strength like a blade. For all her power and resilience, the sorceress feels fragile, as though the sheer beauty of her past is a wound she cannot heal. Her tears fall. It is a beauty so profound it breaks her. The vision shifts, revealing the moment her father made the heartbreaking decision to send her away. Knowing the storm of ruin that loomed on the horizon, he had sent her to another land, where she would study the ancient arcane arts. There, she would find safety, strength, and a purpose beyond the destruction he could not prevent. The king, now standing in the ruins of his once prosperous city, stood as a shadow of his former self. To save what remained of his people, he turned to the forbidden, a desperate pact with the shadows. It was a decision born of love, but tainted with despair, knowing full well the ruin it would bring.
You fooled my father! It was you who brought destruction upon his kingdom.
Your father's fate was sealed long ago. He was seeking power, and I merely offered a truth your kingdom could not endure.
You destroyed everything, the lives you claimed, the suffering you caused, all for what?
A necessary step, your kingdom's collapse, your father's choices. They were all threads in a far greater tapestry.
You speak of greater plan as if that excuses the blood you spilled.
Every choice, every sacrifice, all led you here, sorceress. Do you see now? You are not the hero of this tale. You are the final piece in my plan.
You're lying! You will pay for what you did.
As the Dark Lord crumbles into oblivion, his power surges into her. An unbearable torrent of dark energy searing through her very soul. She had been warned. Every actions have a cost, and now the cost is hers to bear.
Through the storm, through the fire,
fire, she was cast to worlds unknown. Left her kingdom, left her father, for a fate she'd never own. Shadows whispered in the silence, ancient voices carved her path. Bound in chains of cursed guidance, truth revealed in aftermath. Power calls, power takes, every step a choice she makes. Light installs, darkness grows, there is always a cause. Wielding fire, bending fate, she returns but not the same. Sought revenge, sought redemption, only to become